Lily was sitting beside Elena, who was laid on the stretcher, still unconscious. Lily was dumbfounded and was just looking at Elena's dull face. She caressed her hair and got up. "I'll bring water," she said firmly, and left from there in some seconds. She returns with a jug of water in her hand, but the time she moved her gaze towards Elena, time stopped for her. Elena was looking at her with her half-opened eyes. She still looked weak and dull, but her gaining consciousness was a big thing for Lily and everyone else. After all, it's been more than 24 hours where she was unconscious and kept under observation. Elena slowly moved her fingers and tried to speak. Has. Neither she could complete the word, nor the voice was audible, but Lily understood she was calling her. She reflexly placed the jar on the nearby stool and rushed towards her rabbit. She came near her and tangled her hand with hers by the time a strain of tears had made a way out of her eyes. She looked at Elena, who was looking at her only, and without wasting a second, she placed a kiss on her forehead and started placing it on her whole face from her eyes, followed by her cheeks and nose. She was showering her fear in the form of love. She pulled away after a few seconds. As she stepped outside, all her fear of losing Elena surfaced. She herself didn't know what or why she was feeling this attachment, but her actions were clearly revealing where all of this was heading. All this while, Elena was just looking at her with a faint smile on her fragile face. With her weak, trembling hands, she removed the oxygen mask and softly said, "Listen." "Yes," Lily replied in a firm voice, her concern evident. "You won't eat me alive, will you?" Elena asked mischievously. Lily rolled her eyes and said, "My days aren't that bad yet." "Huh, sassy," Elena muttered softly, but unfortunately for her, Lily had already heard it. With a poker face, she replied, "Now this sassy is going to make you drink bitter gourd soup," and saying that, she left, after flashing a smirk at Elena. "Oh, come on, I was just joking." "Listen, nah, hey you blockhead, great, now I'll have to drink soup again," Elena grumbled, then slowly sat up and rested her back against the headboard. In no time, Lily returned with the soup. She sat beside Elena and held the spoon out toward her. Elena looked at the spoon filled with soup and whispered, "What is this, poison?" Lily shot her a death glare and replied, "Before that, I'll grab your mouth like a duck and pour the entire soup into it. Drink quietly." Without saying another word, Elena took the first sip. Almost instantly, her facial expression twisted in disgust. "Don't make faces," Lily warned her. "Huh, I wonder who the real Mafia is here," Elena thought to herself, and continued finishing the soup. After she was done, Lily handed her the medicines and told her to take them immediately. Otherwise, the duck option was still on. Elena quietly took the medicines, feeling exhausted, and lay back down on the bed. She was just about to close her eyes when Lily asked something that made her throat go dry and her eyes fly open. "By the way, do you know anything about the accident? Like how it happened or who hit your car?" Lily asked. No. No, I don't know. And don't think too much about it. It was just a normal accident, okay? Now let me sleep." "But..." "No more discussion." "Huh, rude rabbit," Lily muttered with a puffed-up face and sat down on the sofa placed in front of the stretcher. She placed her elbow on the armrest of the sofa, rested her chin on it, and began staring at Elena. Before she knew it, she drifted into her dream world. She found herself back on the day after the drunken party, when the Mafia queen was furious with everyone. "Wait a second, this is my dream, right? So whatever I want should happen," Lily mumbled with a smirk. Elena, who was loading bullets into a gun, looked at her. Suddenly, Lily snapped her fingers, and their positions switched. Now Lily was loading the bullets, and Elena stood silently. "But I'm the Mafia," Elena questioned. Lily looked at her with an evil smile and replied, "But this is my dream. Now watch how I destroy your entire potassium hydroxide." "Hey, all of you," Lily said in a bossy tone, gesturing toward the staff members. "Get lost, and I shouldn't see any of you around." In no time, everyone disappeared except Elena. Lily stood up from the sofa and walked toward her. She gently placed the tip of the pistol under Elena's chin, making her lift her face and look into her eyes. As their eyes met, Lily got completely lost in Elena's deep gaze, words unspoken yet overwhelming. Lily moved behind Elena and slowly loosened her hair. She leaned in, breathed in its scent, and closed her eyes, feeling her presence. Looking at her, she murmured, "You look so mesmerizing with your hair open." And as she said that, she kissed her forehead. As rain poured outside, Lily held Elena's hand in hers and led her outside. Very soon, the two of them were completely drenched in the rain. "Do you remember how we fell into that pond?" Lily said, pointing toward it. But Elena didn't reply. "By not answering me, you're being insolent, and I won't tolerate that. You'll be punished for it," Lily said firmly. "Get on your knees right now." Elena obeyed without resistance and lowered herself onto her knees on the marble floor. Her obedience melted Lily's heart deeply, and she too knelt down in front of her. Lily looked at her and once again got lost in her divine beauty. Rainwater trickled down from Elena's hair onto her face, making her look even more beautiful. Lily, being completely lost, started coming close to Elena. She closed her eyes and smashed her lips onto hers. Before she could sink any deeper into her imagination, a pillow suddenly came flying and hit her straight on the forehead. With a quick jerk, she snapped out of her dream world and looked at Elena, who was staring right back at her. "Have you lost your mind or what? You've been staring at me like a mad person for so long, and that too while smiling. For a moment, I thought a witch had possessed you. What were you thinking about?" Elena asked, raising her eyebrows. Lily's face turned red and she began fumbling. I was just..." Before Lily could finish, the chef, Faze, entered the room. As Elena looked at him, her expression shifted from neutral to furious, but she made sure not to reveal it in front of Lily and quickly composed herself. "Adab," he greeted politely and continued, "I brought dinner for both of you. Shall I serve it?" he asked gently. Elena nodded in response. After serving food to Elena, he moved toward Lily and placed the food in front of her as well. "Please begin," he said. At his request, both of them started eating their food, but Faze's eyes remained fixed only on Lily. "I was trying to remove Elena from the way, but the real battle is to win you, Lily. I was distracted for a while, but now watch how I make you mine very soon," he thought, letting a demonic smile pass over his face. A smile that did not go unnoticed by Elena.